What up, sweet gang? It's your girl Rochelle in the building, coming to give you life, back with another video. And once again, this is a live recording video. So if you are new to my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. Leave a comment in the comment section below, letting me know how you are enjoying these videos. And again, this is a live recording for those that will be rewatching this video. So any questions that will be asked in this segment of this session will be a Q&A. So, if you are new, I welcome you to Rose Show, and I'm definitely here to give you life for show. All right, so tonight is going to be a little different. I'm coming to you with some strawberry, and in this session, I'm showing you how to do a unique design. And we're going to go ahead and get started. So I have my strawberries. They're not clean, and I'm going to show you the cleaning process that I do for my strawberries. And I have my MERCKENS chocolate already in my Pyrex container here. And I've already have my MERCKENS pink chocolate in the piping bag. And I also have some MERCKENS black in the piping bag as well. Have a small spatula, and I have some water here for the rinsing segment of me cleaning the strawberries. Also, I have some veggie wash. I've mentioned this particular wash in a couple of my strawberry videos. This is what I use, and I mix it with hot water with this solution, as well as some apple cider vinegar. It's just something I just add to just to spray onto my strawberries when I do clean them. All right, but I'm just going to show you the cleaning process from the bottle, which this bottle is laboratory tested and proven to remove unwanted residue, wax, soil, and artificial chemicals, and any parasites that has been on these strawberries. So I will leave the link in the description box for you all once this video is done. So also I have my toothpicks to the side with all my other stuff on my studio. And I'm just going to go ahead and show you how I start with my paper towel. And I have some wax paper up under this as well to show you to go through the whole process. So I lay out some paper towel, okay? And I take the spray bottle and just spray, not the steam, but the spray part. Okay, it's not going to hurt. I flip them over, and this is how I normally set up my strawberries, actually. Okay, flip them over. All right, I check them, and what I check for up under these leaves, and this is also how I keep my leaves to be greener. Excuse the pink, because I was preparing for y'all and my fill-in I need. It's sometimes ants sits up under here, so y'all make sure y'all clean y'all strawberries, pull them leaves back, check for any dead leaves or any ants that may be sitting up under these leaves. So it's important that you do that. All right, it's gonna feel a little slippery. Okay, you see all of that coming off, so you can just look at that. So it's important that you all clean your strawberries. And this is a good wash to use when cleaning your strawberries. All right. So I'll just give it a little more spray. Now you can rinse these, or this is some warm water that I have over here. Okay, you see that residue? And that's what you be cleaning off your strawberries, if y'all can see that. But anywho, Once you have cleaned them, okay, you take them off. And rinse. This is the rinsing method here. Or you can take them up under your sink. Take them in the sink and just rinse them off. Really good. Okay. I keep paper towel on deck. Take your strawberry and just blot it. And because these strawberries are super large, right in the center, I just add two toothpicks for dipping, okay? Blot. And add your two toothpicks. Once again, taking that and right in the center and insert. Okay. And that is the cleaning process that I do for my strawberries. All right. You never know what may have went across these strawberries, what animal, what parasites they do go across the strawberries. So you just want to take extra precautions when serving your customers. All right. Now, since I got these done, I'm going to just sit these over here. I'm going to show you the process of melting your chocolate for strawberries. I always use a glass container. And I always use a Pyrex container because it has measurements on here to help me melt down my chocolate. All right. In here, it's up to 16 ounces, but when it melt down to about 12 ounces. You're going to melt for 30-second intervals. And a lot of people wonder how you get the elephant skin. It's all in the melting. These are chocolate candy melts. All right. This is already tempered chocolate, so it's in the heating process that you need to be careful when melting your chocolate and not overheating it. So I'm going to go for the first interval for 30 seconds. And for those that recently joined us live, I'm using MERCKENS chocolate. Okay? And that is a white chocolate. Now, some people use coconut oil, but you have to be careful for those that have allergies. Some people use Paramount crystals with the little crystal oil flakes or vegetable shortening. There's a difference between shortening and vegetable oil. Some people use oil, but vegetable oil works better. Vegetable shortening works better when melting chocolate because vegetable shortening sets. It does not, once it's melted and it gets back solid, and that's the process of it setting. And you want something to set your chocolate than to continue to be oily. Okay, so the first interval, I would usually mix around the candy melts so that once I put it back in, it don't burn in any areas. Okay, just mixing it up a little bit. And then I put it back in for another 30 seconds. But this time, I'm going to take it to 20, take it out, stir, and then put it back in. As long as you melt in small intervals, your chocolate will be fine. Okay? Also, with this technique, I'm going to be using a toothpick. with this particular design. Some of you may have done this already, but it's a simple design. Going too far. Simple design that is very beautiful and unique. Okay. So it's important to mix up that chocolate and try to utilize the chocolate that has already melted in here, the warmth of that chocolate and the heat from the glass bowl or container, whatever you have, helps. Okay. And this is what I usually do to work down my chocolate melts that has not melted, so I can get majority of them melted. Okay, so as you see, majority of it is melting. So I try not to use any Paramount crystals if I don't have to. I just utilize the technique of melting my chocolate. Okay. And as you see, majority of it is melting down. Now, if you choose to put it back in the microwave, then it doesn't need to go in no longer than 10 seconds. Okay? Which I'm going to put back in for just 10 seconds. Flavoring chocolate. You can only flavor chocolate with the oil-based flavoring. And those that know, Loran oils is all I use. And Loran oils is an oil-based flavoring that you can use. And you only need to use a few drops. All right. Adding a full dram does not need to be added. Then you're going to damage your chocolate. So just a few drops. The chocolate is already flavored vanilla. So you just really need to add a few drops if you want to flavor your chocolate. Okay, your chocolate or your chocolate candy melts. So I'm just going to add a few drops. It's best to have a dropper. So a few drops went in. And this pina colada. And just mix that in there. And as you see, it did not change the consistency, and we good to go with dipping. All right. So anytime you dip, just the same as with apples, you want to let this sit to cool for a minute. A good probably 5 minutes. Okay, 2 to 5 minutes the most. So you won't get that elephant skin. All right. All right. So let me see. I will open the floor for a few questions just so I can cool down my chocolate a little bit. Anyone have any questions? Could you use chocolate candy melts for dipping candy apples? Yes. For apples, yes. Yes, this is parchment paper. Someone said to me, the chocolate squares are easier than the candy melts. Always give me problems. Well, that is true. A lot of people resort in using, goodness, I forgot the name of that chocolate. You can get it from Walmart, Myers. Somebody post that name. What is the name of that chocolate she's talking about? It comes in Almond bark. Thank you. I do not care for almond bark. A lot of people use almond bark. You can also mix almond bark and Merckens if you want to change the quality. I do not deal with Wilton's chocolate. It's just, it does just don't work. Okay. But almond bark is easier for people that is not used to melting the chocolate properly. But I'm telling you, if you follow this technique and it works for you, then roll with it. Merckens is a good chocolate. I prefer Merckens and Guittard over almond bark and Wilton's. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. And before I get started, because this technique is like a wet to wet technique, and I'm gonna go ahead and reheat my black and my pink. Okay. When you warm up your chocolate in the piping bag, just do like 10 to 15 seconds, no longer than that, because it will melt quickly. Taking it out, move that chocolate around, as so. You can even test it out on your parchment paper, and I'm good to go. I'm gonna heat this up. Now when you cut the tip of your piping bag and you want small lines, you have to start off small and just pre-drizzle so that you can test your lines so they won't be so large. Okay, just like mine's here. I'm gonna cut small. I'm gonna cut off this little extra line that's on the back there. Okay, then I'm gonna pre-drizzle to check my lines, and I'm good to go with that. I'm satisfied. All right, so all of this technique is going to happen all at once because you need to do all three, and they all three need to be wet. All right, holding the leaf with the toothpick. Okay, try to gather as much as you can. Okay, dip all the way in. Come out, and I usually take my strawberry and scrape the bottom. Trying to pay attention to this chocolate. See that? It's not cool. It's still got something going on. But I'm going to go ahead and use this pre-drizzle and go back and forth. And then try to go in between. Even if you don't go in between, you're just going back and forth. And you can do it all at once. After it's added, take the toothpick, start on the end, come down, come back up. Try not to dig into the strawberry. Uh-oh, there you go. Sit it down and I press forward. Okay? Once again. Stir this up some. Gather your strawberry. Gather your leaves on your strawberry. A little Go all the way in. This is why I like a full cup. So when I go in, I don't have a problem with my chocolate not fully covering. I don't know why I always got to put it down and then pick it back up. Start with your lines. Go back and forth. And then go over with the pink. Pre-drizzle before you start. Okay? Take the toothpick. Start on the end. Gently, try not to dig into your strawberry. Because if it dry up like that, it'll show. Alright. Set it down. Press forward. You want to see one more? Let's see some pink hearts if you want to see one more before we go. One more. Let me show you another design that you can do. Go all the way in. Remember, the key to full coverage on the strawberry is to have a cup that has some depth to it, that is deep in, and you can fill it up with chocolate and go in. Okay. Press that down. All right. One more for the bottom one. Thank you all for joining me live. I'm going to finish it off with this last strawberry. Going all the way in. See how much easier it is to go in with a full cup of chocolate, especially when you have a lot of strawberries or bigger strawberries. And remember, you have to do this quickly before it dries. You see how I pre-drizzled? So I'm going to take this from the bottom and just come up. Okay. Set it down and press forward. All right. So there you have it. I normally sell my strawberries by the dozen, always by the dozen or half a dozen. And I know everybody always going to ask about pricing, but if you check out my video, y'all know how I feel about pricing. You do what your market costs. You know, my market may be higher than your market in your area. So if it sells for $45 a dozen for me for decorated strawberries, then it may not sell for $45 in your area. But I can sell decorated strawberries in my area for $55 a dozen. And it depends. This is custom and stuff like that. So, all right. With packaging, it's a box I use for packaging, and I will put this in the link below but you have to put it together. Okay, I don't want to mess up my strawberries here. And it's several places you can use. There's several packaging you can use, but this will cover a dozen strawberries easily. No problem. Okay, it's put together like this. And this one is actually red. You can get these from brpbox.com. I will put the link in the description box. Okay, if you have your cupcake liners, these are still wet. But for those that know and are learning, get you some cupcake liners. You can fill this up with tissue paper. Line it up with tissue paper or shredded paper, and then you can line your strawberries in a row. You can do 4 across or 3, 3, 3, 3. Okay, or 4, 4, 4, 4. All right. I will leave the link to these boxes in the description box below. You can shop the site and go from there, but it's perfect. You can wrap a bow around it, and they fit a dozen strawberries in here perfectly. Normally, I sell these for $55 a dozen. Okay. All right. And I can put the whole box, store them in the refrigerator. Strawberries, when I do them, normally they last a couple of days. 4 days is the max for me. When I'm done with the order, they can come pick them right up. But you know, strawberries don't last long. They do weep because it's fresh fruit. All right. So if you have enjoyed this video, give this video a thumbs up. Come on, let's get this video to 500 likes. If you want me to see, if you want to see me do the graduation apple, give this video 500 likes, and I will give you a graduation theme, strawberries and apple. All right. Once the video ends, click thumbs up. Let's get this video to 500 likes. For the next video I would do, for the next few videos, I would do the graduation apple and graduation strawberries. Okay? Hola! You got to put the thumbs up on the channel. Click that thumbs up button. Make sure you subscribe. Hit that notification bell to let you know, because I know y'all want to see how this done, right? I thank you all for joining me this evening. Once again, it's your girl, Ro. And I'm about to go. I just gave y'all life. Y'all just got connected. And I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up if you want to see them graduation apples and graduation treats. Hit that thumbs up on this channel. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's see my S-Gang squad come through. Y'all want to see the graduation treats? Come through. All right? All right. For those that will be rewatching, I thank you for joining this live session with us.